Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jacqueline. I'm a third grade teacher. This is my second year teaching, and I teach here in Louisiana. In this video, I just want to share 10 healthy habits for teachers, especially new teachers. So I wanted to share some healthy habits that have helped make my teaching life experience a lot easier and just to kind of make you enjoy your job a little bit more. It's just so much work that you did not ever expect, or you're not really warned about it in college. You know, they teach you how to lesson plan, but they don't teach you how to manage your time. You know, useful tips like that. So I hope that this video is helpful. And if it is, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I would love for you guys to join this journey with me on this channel. I share my teaching life with you guys. I also just share regular life stuff. I am more than just a teacher, so I do have other videos on this channel that are totally not teacher related. And anyways, I hope that you guys are enjoying all of it and not just like one area of my life, but I want to share all of it with you guys. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Okay, so one healthy habit that you should totally get used to and start implementing is getting to work a little earlier than you're supposed to. So for me, I get to work about 30 to 45 minutes before my morning duty, and that helps 100%. Like, if I didn't come to work early, I would be staying an hour later after school, and who wants to do that? So because I get to work 30 to 45 minutes early, I get to leave school right after the bell. I gotta wake up early anyway. So for me, I'm like, I'd rather just wake up 30 minutes earlier and get to work rather than staying an hour later after the bell. So I think this is a really healthy habit to develop, because even in the morning, I need that 30 minutes to kind of get everything ready in my room, all of my materials, get all of my lessons up, getting my morning work up on the board. So I like getting to work early so that I can physically prepare everything, but also like mentally get my head in the right space. So that is one habit that you might want to consider so that you don't have to stay after school so late. Another healthy tip is to get a planner. When I hear teachers say they don't have a planner, how? Like, I don't understand that. That's crazy. If I didn't have a planner, I would be forgetting all of my responsibilities. Like, my planner isn't just used for writing down lessons and stuff like that, but I also write down all of my deadlines, because that's something you're not taught in college. Like, in college, I was just taught that I was going to teach, and that's it. But teaching is only half of it. Once you actually become a teacher, there's the other half of things that you have to do. It's so much. And that was something I was not prepared for. So if I didn't have a planner, I wouldn't know that I have an IEP meeting next Thursday. I have to fill out this paperwork before this IEP due on this day. And there's just so many like due dates and other paperwork that has to be done, and if I didn't have a planner, then none of it would be done. I would forget all about it. So get a planner, get organized with it. As soon as you get an email saying, this is what you have to do, here is the due date, write it down on your planner and get it done. I promise getting a planner would make your teacher life so much more organized. My next tip or healthy habit that you guys should get in the groove in is having a plan. The whole point of your plan should be that you don't do work on the weekend. So what is your plan for that? So for example, my plan for not working on the weekend is that on Wednesdays, I'm turning in my lesson plans. On Thursdays, I'm getting all of my printing done for the next week. So if I have a math quiz the next week, I'm getting that printed. I'm printing out my newsletters. I'm printing everything out so that I only have to visit the copy machine room one time a week. And then on Friday, I'm posting my newsletter online, posting it outside my classroom, and kind of just finishing the last few things that I need to do. So that way, when I leave school Friday, I have no lesson plans to do. I have nothing to print out. I have nothing to bring home because everything was done throughout the week. So if you have your planning period on maybe a Thursday, then I would set some goals or, a plan of what you're going to do on Thursday so that you don't have anything to do over the weekend. And that'll make your teacher life so much better because a lot of teachers quit because it's so much work outside of the classroom. And that's something that you don't learn in college. Like I said, they don't teach you how to manage your time, and they don't warn you that you need to. Otherwise, you're going to be one of those teachers that work on the weekends, and that just really sucks and gives you a reason to quit. So have a plan out your whole week when you're going to do what so that you don't work on the weekends. Okay, this is a big one. It seems so small, but it's actually big. Get organized. I personally cannot work on a messy desk that has a pile of papers. Now, this one is so broad because there's so many ways to get organized. Pretty much everything should have its place in your classroom. So, for example, I have a cart in my classroom listed Monday through Friday, and then graded papers to file, and I think if I didn't have that, I would lose my mind and I would have a pile of papers on my desk. And the reason why that's so helpful is let's say I have a test next Tuesday. Well, before I leave on Friday, I'm making sure that those tests are in the Tuesday drawer so that when Tuesday comes around, I just look in that drawer. What am I doing today? Oh, there's my test. There it is. Rather than, being one of those teachers that have piles of paper on their desk and it's just I printed this out, I don't remember where I put it, and now you're shuffling through all of the papers on your desk looking for their test. I specifically remember being a student and one of my teachers looking for the test that she knew that she printed but couldn't find. And I remember how excited we were because we're yeah, she lost the test. And it's just I never want to do that. I also have a drawer that says to file. And, when a student comes in tardy, they don't give me their tardy slip while I'm teaching. Their procedures that they walk in and they put their tardy slip on the counter when they walk in. And then later on in the day, I'll grab those and I'll put it in the file bin instead of if I don't have time to file it right away, I have a little drawer that says to file. So at the end of the day, I look in that drawer and I file anything that I need to file, if that makes sense. So it's not you have to do it right away on the spot, because sometimes you can't because you're teaching or stuff like that. You're doing something else. But making sure you get to it at the end of the day is really helpful. All right, you guys, this one's a helpful one. Grade papers the same day you give the test. Do it on the same day because 99% of the time you'll have one student that forgot to answer a whole entire page. If you don't grade your papers right away, if you're one of those teachers that grade papers a week after, it's kind of random giving a test back being hey, you took this test last week, you forgot to fill out all of this. It's kind of too late. I let my students turn in their tests as soon as they're finished. That way I can take a look at it, making sure they answered all the questions, or sometimes I'm I can't read your handwriting. What'd you say here? And they'll know right away because they just took it. So I think grading papers right away is so helpful, and it helps you get organized because right after you grade it, you can put it in online, and that's that. If you're one of those people that are so behind, you're gonna get to the end of the 9 weeks and realize, oh no, I don't have enough tests, because you weren't putting them in right away. So that'll save you guys a lot of stress. Another healthy habit is to stay on top of emails. Every teacher gets a lot of emails every day. So the way that my brain works is that as soon as I get an email, I read it, and usually an email isn't just a hi, how are you kind of email. It's a here's what you gotta do email. And that's what I'm talking about with teaching. It's 50% teaching and 50% other stuff. And so most of the time I'll get an email and it's usually something that I have to do. And so I like to get it done right away so that I could delete the email and it's gone, you know? So literally right now, I probably have like 10 emails in my inbox. And those 10 emails are probably things that I have saved on purpose. So I never ever not delete emails. Like I always delete emails as soon as I am done reading it and whatever I had to do is done. So I think that's really helpful because before I got into that habit, I would dread checking my email because it's just overwhelming if you're not on top of it. And you have all these emails of like things that you need to get done that you haven't already. And so anyways, I used to hate checking my email for that reason. But now that I'm on top of it and I'm deleting emails as soon as I get whatever the email told me to do done, it's not so dreadful anymore. I don't have any super old emails that aren't important. One thing that I have heard another teacher say, she said, write down why you want to become a teacher and refer back to it on the really hard days. And man, that is so helpful, you guys, because there will be days where you're gonna just be like, forget this. There are gonna be some really hard days where you forget why you even wanted to be a teacher. For me, it happened the very first week I started teaching on my first year of school. Like that first week of school last year was so hard. It was my first year teaching and I was just not expecting that workload. Like I said, I thought I was just gonna teach, but that's only a little bit of it. Even if you're already teaching, it's not too late to do that because there will be hard days ahead. Okay, and my last healthy habit is to pack yourself a treat every day. It's just so nice to sit down and like, maybe it's during lunch. For me, it's during lunch. I'll open up whatever I have for lunch and every day I pack myself a little protein bar. It's my favorite one. It's the Clif one. It's white chocolate, macadamia nut, something like that. And this is my little treat for me every single day because I love this protein bar. And every time I'm eating it, I'm just like, today's not so bad, you know? So pack yourself a little treat, whether that's fruit snacks or, you know, a little chocolate bar, something to reward yourself for getting through half of the day or whenever you eat it. So anyways, that's it for this video. I hope that you found something helpful. And if you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. See you guys later.